Here is your surface area of Prisms mild video. This is the beginning of Unit 8. If you got your note sheet, you'll be in the upper left-hand corner up here where we're talking about surface area prisms. Notice you'll have a spot to fill out the formula that you would want to use, and then we'll have some room for worked examples. As always, we will have backside room for you if you run out of space and need a little bit more. Just make sure you label it. Now, just as a reminder, a prism has two congruent parallel bases, like up on top here and on the bottom right down here. And we have the same or some number of sides. So in this case, all of our sides going around the outside here would be rectangles. So that's why this is called, the base is a rectangle. So this is a rectangular prism. And it's one of our common examples that we'll use as prisms. You think of this as like the box that you ship things in when you like order from Amazon or whatever other service you use. That's kind of what this shape would be. Now, the surface area would be going around the outside of that shape. So it'd be like covering it up in wrapping paper. Now, if I take that three-dimensional shape and cut it up and lay it flat, this is what it would look like. This is called a net. Okay, that's a common expression that you'll hear going through questions like this is find the surface area using a net. So in the mild questions, they'll give you the net. You have to find the area. To do that, we're going to find the area of all 6 of these rectangles. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We're going to find the area of each of those and then add it all together. So it's important to understand that this 7 carries across to here, 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 and here. And likewise, this 10 carries across to here and up here, and as well as over here. Because if I fold those up, those sides will all match up to each other. So let's start with rectangle number 1. We have a side of 5 and a side of 10. And 5 times 10 I know is 50. Start on rectangle number 2. We got 7 and 5, which is 35. Then on to 3, we have 7 and 10, which is 70. And then we got another 7 and 5, which is 35. Another 7 and 10, which is 70. And then a 5 and a 10, which is 50. So adding those together, we have 50 plus 35 plus 70 plus 35 plus 70 plus 50 for a total of 310. And now we got to figure out our units, and we know that area is a two-dimensional measurement. So this will be inches squared. So that little 2 up above the inches. Here's our second example. This is not a rectangular prism. This is a triangular prism. And you know that because we have 2 triangle sides right there. So we're going to do the same exact thing. We still have to find the area of each of our shapes. We just now have some triangles to deal with. So I'm going to number them. We got 1, 2, and 3. And then we have triangle 4 and 5. So, rectangle number 1 has a side of 7 and a side of 6. So if I find the area of that, that would be 42. Going on down to number 2, we've got a side of 5 and a side of 7, which is 35. Then I've got a side of 7 and a side of 7.81, which gives me a total of 54.6. Now for the 2 triangles, I have 90 degrees right here. And I know that my base and height of my triangles meet at that 90 degrees. So I've got 6 and 5, which is 30. And then since it's a triangle, we're going to divide it in half. So 15. And the other triangle is going to be exactly the same. So another 15. Now, adding those together, we'll have 42 plus 35 plus 54.6 plus 15 plus 15. That'll give us a total of 161.6, and our units this time are centimeters squared. So head on over to Delta Math. You can find the mild ones there. You're going to be given similar shapes to what you see in the two examples. Make sure you find the area of each of them separately and then add them all together.